Jurassic World had so many horrors and secrets that were kept from the public, with some of these only being uncovered after the park fell. Like what was lurking in the deep at Jurassic World's other lagoon, because we all know what was lurking in the Jurassic Lagoon, and that was the Mosasaurus. But what about the rivers and the secret lagoon they had and was kept in the restricted section? But more on that later. There are many water attractions that were in Jurassic World. Just look at the Jurassic World Lagoon with the Mosasaurus feeding show. But they were not the only ones in Jurassic World. Oh no. We had the river cruise, which was partly seen in Jurassic World and looked very much like a gentle water rafting ride, which would have kept other aquatic dinosaurs and marine reptiles. But Jurassic World would have had other marine reptiles lurking out there in the deep, and that is something we will touch on in a moment. We know that there were plans for Jurassic World to feature a plesiosaurus pond with giant plesiosaurs and other aquatics being featured. This was eventually cut from the movie though, but it would have seen people board a submarine and go down into Plesiosaurus Lake. It's likely that the Plesiosaurus pond was actually going to be the Jurassic World Lagoon, but there is another pond and lake on the island. Now, as you can see here from the promotional material, you do actually see a giant lake just south of the volcano, and that is kept in the restricted section with all the other secrets. And if you want to know about that, check out this video here after you finish watching this. Although it was cut, that lake is highly likely to have some type of facility to create and manufacture the other cloned aquatic animals. Now, if any of you have played Jurassic Park the game, that is considered soft canon as such. And in Jurassic Park the game, this is obviously before Jurassic World, we see a massive underground aquatic facility. Now, I'm pretty sure Jurassic World would have had to had something similar to birth the Mosasaurus. And are you telling me Mosasaurus was the only aquatic animal Jurassic World had? Highly unlikely, because we also know that the plesiosaur is on the Jurassic World holoscape, teaching people about the plesiosaur. Now, why would they have that if they didn't house it in Jurassic World? Just because we didn't see it doesn't mean it isn't there. There was also plans to feature the plesiosaur in Jurassic World Dominion. Now, unfortunately, these were actually cut, but they would have had to have had the plesiosaurus from somewhere, and wouldn't that have been great if it actually came from Jurassic World? And that seems the only likely explanation, because where else or who else would have created the plesiosaur? It is highly likely that it would have escaped from Jurassic World, or would have been poached from Jurassic World and taken somewhere else. So the plesiosaurus is a big contender to have been kept in the pond, but not the only one. Oh no. Jurassic World featured other aquatic attractions such as their own water park and this river adventure / cruise. Now, it is highly likely we'd see super aggressive dinosaurs in these areas, but you will definitely see other aquatic dinosaurs. Much like the original Land Cruiser tour, the river would follow a set path where you could see all these other aquatics, dinosaurs, wherever it might be, in a safe environment, where you would potentially see the Baryonyx and Suchomimus. But this is a video about the horrors lurking in the deep, so let's focus on that unknown lake just south of the volcano in the restricted section. Could this lake then have housed a plesiosaur? Well, it is indeed possible, but there are also other animals and marine reptiles, dinosaurs, which could be lurking in the deep of that pond. Just look at Jurassic Park, the game, again as an example. They created a Tarbosaurus in Jurassic Park, which would have likely have been displayed at some part in the park. Now, it's unlikely a Tarbosaurus would be in Jurassic World, but there will definitely be other marine reptiles and dinosaurs Jurassic World would be working on in secret. Because there's no way the Mosasaurus is the only aquatic we would see in Jurassic World, no chance. Not to mention, we also see a Northosaurus in Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous Season 4. Now, this isn't really linked to Jurassic World as such, but we do see another aquatic. Now, Manticorp could have easily have poached this from Jurassic World after the fall, because Camp Cretaceous Season 4 is based in 2016, and Jurassic World fell in 2015. So if Jurassic World was keeping all other types of aquatics, such as the Northosaurus, Manticorp could have easily have poached it after the fall and taken it to their island. So the Northosaurus could definitely be a contender to be housed in that lake. But what else could be in the deep of that lake? My personal thought, and one of my favourites, is that it is definitely some type of facility. And what would be really impressive for Jurassic World, especially after unveiling obviously the Indominus Rex, if everything went to plan and the Indominus Rex was kept in Jurassic World without an escape, they would need something even more impressive than that for the next unreveal, the next big thing. And what would be even more impressive than that? Well, a huge aquatic hybrid, which could be potentially mixed with Mosasaurus DNA, Plesiosaurus DNA, and we could see some type of other huge hybrid in this secret facility. Now that is a big wild shot in the dark there, don't get me wrong, but it makes sense and it would be so impressive, and if Jurassic World did really go into that, in my mind, that would be the next step for them. But what we do know is that this lake is definitely canon, the river cruise itself is canon, and obviously the Mosasaurus Lagoon is 100% canon as we see it in the movies, but very little is known about the lake or what it would have housed, if it even did house anything. I personally would find it very unlikely that there would be anything there at all. This is Jurassic World. We know they had all kinds of things in the restricted section, and where else would they have burst the Mosasaurus and everything else in relation to aquatics? This for me would have been the prime location. And we also know there is huge hints and evidence to produce the fact that a plesiosaur was in Jurassic World. So that would have had to have been somewhere, and I believe that was what was more than likely have been housed in this dark lagoon. Just there, in the dark, waiting for its next victim, or even being watched by the scientists, completely unknown to everyone else. Just there, existing, waiting to be set free. Unleashed upon the world. But what was really there is a complete mystery. But if you've got any comments or any ideas, let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, please don't forget to give it a like, subscribe, because I release videos like this every week and there's plenty more on the channel. Go and watch them, you'll enjoy them, they're very much like this. I'd like to thank my Patreons and YouTube members. Thanks guys for supporting the videos, couldn't do this without you. And with that, hope you've enjoyed today's video. Shadows out.